got next? Hey, yo, let me get next.
You to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me run the same course. I'm slipping down a chain reaction, and here I go, here I go, here I go, go. And once again I'm yours in fractions. It takes me down, pulls me down, pulls me down low. Honey, it's raining tonight, but storms always have an eye. Tell me you're covered tonight, or tell me lies, tell me lies. I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me, we're the same force. I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me run the same course. I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I'm better under your reflection. But did you know, did you know, did you know, no, that's anybody else that's meant, yeah. It's all the same, all the same, all the same glow. Honey, it's raining tonight, but storms always have an eye, have an eye. Tell me you're covered tonight, or tell me lies, tell me lies. I want you to know
Hey, yo, my man, I got
that
next.
it's our time. You and me bleed the same light.
I'm in.
I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me, we're the same force. I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me run the same course. You and me run the same course.
Yo, I got next. Yo, let me get next game.
I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want
Hey,
you
right here,
to
I got
know
next.
that I'm all yours. You and me run the same course.
I'm in. got next game. Hey, turn around, turn around. Safe. Shot. That's all you, man.
Way to hit it!
I got next game. Yo, I got next right here.
There you go! Hey, right here! I see him! Come get it! Hey!
Shot. Let's go, I got next.
Hey, come to me!
Hey, turn around.
You got the board!
I'm next.
Come around.
I got next game.
Go
Shot. Hey, yo, let me get next.
Come get it!
Hey, yo, my man. I got next.
That's all you, man!
I won't bow down to no man. Not even if I need to ride to the next village. Not if I need to.
disgrace. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly back it up, my call me loco. Damn, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at. Represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together, holding hands and holler thug life. We all in all black, it's like life. You riding to what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Heat in the kitchen, pot on the stove, water getting boiled. Being sold, Snoopy in the hootie, system overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them, bust till I burst them up, floss them up, toss them up, harder work, close them up. Pardon me, I'm bossing up, brace you up, bless you, bro, don't mess with us. We like the U in the 80s, back to back, set a trick, get the lick, get it back, get the trick, jump the track. I want my money back, time and time again, while I'm sipping on this. Al Davis said it best, just win, baby, win.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
here. I got next.
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else ain't up. As far as me, I'm still caught up in all the. Still calling my expendables, cause it's hard to believe I can fit all of them boys in one. And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street is. I call it the seesaw syndrome. Syndrome, maybe you make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip-hop. So would never, ever, ever ask me, am I here to replace Guru?
Word, that's how you feel up on this track? Little try on that.
What you trying to rap now?
Yeah, yo Royce.
What up, man?
We just lamping in the studio, you know, doing our thing.
Okay.
Bugging out, you know.
Right.
Little test run. So,
I need you to speak with your hands. On the count of 3.
My man, I got next.
Everybody now, 1, 2, 3, go!
Talk to him. Who stepped up in this rap game and seen acting fool?
Me and Preem, both names go together. Lot of frontin' like they ill.
word. I think it's time to move on to the next one.
I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me run the same course. I'm slipping down a chain reaction, and here I go.
kiss from above. No time. I get pussy's waste of precious breath. No time.
Yeah. I realize this. Respect this here. Check. I'm from where the hammers rung. News cameras never come.
Tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
A night view of the East River set against the bright lights of New York City. 2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn. the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. We welcome you this Thursday evening as we get for Jarrett Jack. Here's LeBron coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. So on the floor for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Irving at the 1 spot. And stolen by Freak. This one for 3. Here's Lopez. Goes up again, and it's laid up and in by Young.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge of glass.
James outside. Irving with a clean look. They get the rebound.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And a wide open look for Freak. And the 3 off target.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Nets leading by 3. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. And the Nets making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Cavaliers. Knocked away. On the wing, Irving. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
From deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And that one's good. Freak.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Now here's LeBron, guarded closely. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, you gotta love that assist by LeBron.
Freak with it, coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. And the Nets, another 3.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Feeds to Dellavedova. The screen from Thompson. LeBron right side. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. LeBron's got 7 points in the game. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
Yes, Kevin, he told me that when you're playing against a team that can finish inside as efficiently as this team does, they don't want to allow any looks easily on the interior. He said if they can limit them in that department, they'll be in good shape.
Thanks again, Doris. Now, Freak. 9 points in the game so far. Lopez a screen. He took good advantage of that screen. That's 12 points for Freak.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Love can't hit.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Irving drives in. Here's Thompson. Good. Just goes to Irving. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
3-pointer. And it's Freak missing.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
From deep three-point range, Thompson with the rebound.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
And he falls from Freak. Freak's got 18 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
I need you guys to be crashing the offensive glass. Big guys, use your size to box out and get inside position. Effort, fellas. Effort.
And that tells you a little bit about the value of these guys. The highest forwards in the league since the All-Star break. LeBron James second.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Freak with it, now defended by Mozgov. And it's Freak missing. The Cavaliers trail by 10. And Jefferson, here we go. Here's Dellavedova, and again it's Cleveland. The Nets shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. From deep three-point range, and he nails the three. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Freak.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in.
Oh! Nasty. You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And a wide-open look for James. No good off the back of the rim.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
From downtown, Mozgov grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Dellavedova, the fastest jumper. James outside. He dishes it to Mozgov. Picked by Mozgov. Here's Dellavedova. And another three for Cleveland. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start that when someone like LeBron talks about a platoon swap here for Brooklyn, then for the Cavaliers, Thompson comes in for Mozgov, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Shumpert. Freak in a two-guard. Bogdanovich out there with Young. Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. So that's the Nets 5. And that one's good.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now we get a chance to check out Thaddeus Young. He's been fantastic last 10 games or so. 8th in field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And, you know, back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3. His consistent shooting creates a lot of openings in the defense.
Cavaliers have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Shots good by Jefferson.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. You know what? That was good defensive effort. But on a shooter like him, sometimes it just isn't enough.
Poked away. Irving with the ball. Now Jack defending. Back to Irving. Three-pointer. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
And it's Freak missing.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Irving kicks to Thompson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. That's on Brook Lopez. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Freak with it. He's picked up by Irving. And here's Freak. He's got 24, and he gets it to go. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable play.
Good point. Now here's Freak, covered by Irving. Here's Freak. Lopez kicks to Freak. Fires the 3, and he gets the bucket. And now a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Outside Irving. To the paint. Here's Thompson. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. And nothing fancy, really, about that play. That's just good old-fashioned, hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
Jefferson kicks to Dellavedova. Jacks up a 3. The shot misses.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
1:33 left to play here in the half. From deep. And again, the three-point shot from Freak. Freak's got 33.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Dellavedova. Irving drives in. That is good.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets was superb. He ended with 29 points, and he got there with an impressive barrage of threes. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I say it would make it to his greatest hits file. No doubt about it.
Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Shoots from 12. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
From deep. Great D that time from Irving. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside for Jefferson. James outside. Back to Jefferson. Thompson outside. The shot by Irving. And the wing jumper offline. No luck. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's the Nets They're up by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Cleveland, both teams will make substitutions. Nets leading by 10. Here's Freak. And the Nets miss again.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Irving for 3. No good. The Nets go the other way with it. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
And it also led to a lot of foul trouble for some of the key guys they were up against. So we can't forget about that part of it either.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here's Dellavedova. 7 points in the game. Mozgov dishes to Irving. Pulls it from the elbow. Shot clock at 6. Dellavedova kicks to Jefferson. Irving. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Irving's got 15 points.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And it's Freak missing. Now Cleveland shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Right side, Irving. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
This is the slip thing.
And let's take a quick peek at the 2K leaderboard and the steal leaders from the point guard spot for the last 10 games. Kyrie Irving third.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking a ball handler's pocket, but as terrific point guards, they also know how to jump into passing lanes and get a steal or deflection that way as well.
For sure. I mean, they wreak havoc defensively in all kinds of ways. On the ball, off the ball, in transition. Boy, this group is the complete package at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Freak. He's got 36.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
From deep three-point range. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me. And whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight. Boy, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
Dellavedova kicks to Irving. From outside, off the mark.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Freak.
You know, something might have changed in the way they're defending him because he's really struggling. 1 for 7 this quarter.
Outside for Jefferson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Nets leading by 9. There's the 3. And he hits again from deep. 3 more points from Freak. Freak's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Nets. Outside Jefferson. And Jefferson gets double-teamed. Robinson against Love. It's a pick by Love. Dellavedova, the pass to Love. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 43% from the field. There's a minute left in the third. They set the screen. Here's Freak. The three-pointer, no good. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Dellavedova dishes to Jefferson. It's deflected. Dellavedova kicks to Love. Irving. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Love wide open. He fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Love's got it back down to single digits for Cleveland. Here's Freak. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And so it's Brooklyn with the...
Kevin, we have
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11, and the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance, lovely.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.